My daughter is powerless and an innocent person.
A desperate father and the world wait for word on an American journalist held hostage in Iraq.
Now, from America's most honored regional news network, this is the News at 9.
To Iraq now. Still no word on the fate of kidnapped reporter Jill Carroll. Tonight the deadline for her execution has passed. Her kidnappers had said they would kill her if the U.S. did not release female prisoners in custody in Iraq. For Carroll's family and friends, the wait is painful. NECN's Ali Donnelly in the newsroom tonight with the story. Ali?
RD, we're told U.S. negotiators are working around the clock to help secure her release, conducting raids of insurgent hideouts and going through diplomatic channels as well. But as the hours tick agonizingly by, it is lost on no one. Demands have not been met. A deadline has passed.
I want to speak directly to the man holding my daughter Jill.
A father's plea. As a deadline passes, no word whether Jill Carroll is alive or dead.
Her life as a reporter will better serve your purpose than her death.
The 28-year-old Baghdad-based journalist was snatched off the street by militants January 7th. Her translator later found dead on the side of the road. Tuesday, her captors released this video and threatened to kill her unless U.S. forces freed all female Iraqi prisoners held by the military within 72 hours.
I just hope that Jill is in good condition.
Former hostages, along with Muslims from around the world, are calling for her release, including the Sunni Arab politician Carroll had planned to interview the day of her kidnapping.
If the abduction was for a diplomat, a soldier, okay, well, maybe we can understand some of that. But the local people are fed up with these split groups that do things on their own, and they are not helping the cause of the Iraqi people.
Egyptian-born Farouk El-Baz is an expert in Middle Eastern affairs and professor at Boston University. He says no word from Carroll's captors on her fate could be a good thing. Insurgents have many times set deadlines but let them pass.
If they don't get what they needed right away, they think that, okay, we'll extend it and we'll still get what we wanted. And if they do that, this means they're beginning to weaken.
El-Baz thinks the kidnappers, who go by the name the Revenge Brigade, are amateurs, possibly relatives of one of the female Iraqi prisoners in U.S. custody. He says it will play in Carroll's favor that she speaks some Arabic, has shown respect to Muslim customs by dressing in traditional garb, and is known as a dedicated journalist sympathetic to the plight of the Iraqi people.
They begin to look at her as a human being rather than just as a pawn that they're playing with. They would have to give her food. They would have her to take her to the bathroom. They would have to talk to her about something or other. All of this in the interactions, little bits of this interaction would help.
Again, all hope is not lost. It happens many times that kidnappers take hostages and let deadlines pass without hurting them at all. Now, those wanting to know more about Jill Carroll might turn to her own words. In an edition of the American Journalism Review, she reflected on why she stayed in such a dangerous place. She wrote, "There are more lucrative ways to work and faster ways to advance a career. But just as athletes do it for the love of the game, freelancers in Iraq do it for the love of the story." Shannon?
Ali, we've noted that Jill Carroll is a freelancer for the Christian Science Monitor. Anything from them today?
Well, statements have certainly come sparingly, but the Washington bureau chief told the Associated Press that they haven't heard from the kidnappers, but really hope to. He said, although the kidnappers set a Friday deadline, they haven't been exactly clear on any timetable.
Ali Donnelly in the newsroom tonight. Thank you.